Hey, what is up, guys? We're going over my stock portfolio as a teen entrepreneur once again. And as always, if you like this type of content, then consider hitting the subscribe button and liking for the algorithm. Alright, so my portfolio has changed a lot since the last video. Now, I am still growth oriented, but I allocated a lot of my capital into technology stocks. This is going to be a short look at my portfolio. Side note, I'm going to try to make the video as short as possible. Alright, let's get into it. Stock number 1. SFTW. So basically, the only reason why I bought SFTW is because they are a space back. And now that the new ETF for ARK, which is a space and innovation ETF, came out, I thought that they were going to have SFTW in that ETF, and that could bring a lot of new cash into that ETF and a lot of attention to this certain stock. So the next stock I have is FAZ. So they are an ETF that goes against banks. I bought them basically as a bet that crypto will replace banks in the long run, and it's a great hedge against my portfolio. Because pretty much as long as crypto keeps on outperforming and keeps on proving that it's a lot more reliable than banks, FAZ could possibly do well in the future. Next stock, we have Mods and Mods W. So they are the same SPAC company except one is a warrant. But basically, Disney former CEO is taking Topps public, and they are a NFT slash sports card play. And as we both know, NFTs are currently exploding, and sports card is a niche that people are getting into since they have a lot of spare time during quarantine. Next stock we have is Store Capital. Basically, they're just a nice and simple real estate investment trust. I feel very, very safe having money in Store Capital, as even Warren Buffett has money in Store Capital. And I just want exposure into the real estate industry. Next stock, AbbVie. So basically, I just invested into AbbVie to allocate money into the healthcare sector, and they are a great dividend play. Next stock, ARK. I just invested in ARK because I think that maybe in the long run this is an ETF that can be a great play, but it will see a lot of short-term volatility due to the holdings that it has. ChargePoint. So they're just an EV play for the future. I am bullish in the EV sector overall in general. Next stock I actually have a put on UUP. UUP is a bullish ETF on the USD. And basically, I am betting on higher inflation in the next year or so. Next stock is iSun. This is simply a bet on the solar energy sector. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that since the solar energy panels are reoccurring on houses more and more, and that they're becoming more and more effective, eventually I think it'll be all around us, and every single house will have solar panels on it. And I feel like you need to have at least one solar panel company or one solar company because it could really benefit in the long run. Next stock is XP EV. So basically, they are an EV company from China. I bought them instead of NIO because they had a cheaper valuation, and they're just a nice solid EV play from China. And then we have NEP. This is a more larger energy play that has direct ties to Biden, and they pay a solid dividend of 3%. So my next play is Apple. You already know Apple. They sell your favorite products. You're probably watching this on an Apple tablet, Apple phone, or Apple something, or maybe even an Apple MacBook. And then basically they're just a solid blue chip company that pays actually a small dividend, but they still pay a dividend, and eventually could grow into a larger one. Next we have Spotify. Spotify is the leader in music streaming and is founder-led company. Usually with founder-led companies, they have a larger horizon for the company. They don't care about the next quarter or the next 2 quarters. They care about the next 5 years, the next 10 years, which is what you want to see in a long-term play. Next stock, we have Dropbox. Dropbox has been doing a lot of smart acquisitions and constantly growing revenue, but I mostly bought in because the stock price was super cheap. Yeah, Dropbox stock just was not moving, and it kept on doing these very smart acquisitions, causing me to put a strike price. I mean, not a strike price, but like a price target to around $60, and they're around I haven't checked, like $24, I think. But yeah, or no, more like 26. Next up, we have Facebook. Facebook is just such a dominant player. They are a monopoly right now in technology that I feel that whenever it dips, you should definitely just buy some. Like, there's no reason why not to. They could, if anything, if revenue is just slacking, they could just put more ads on people's pages and their revenue automatically increases. It's incredible the amount of power that they have. Next up is Palantir. So this is of course a more riskier play, but at the same time, I mostly bought in because the fact that they have government contracts. This is very reassuring to me, and they have almost like no competitors, which is also high barriers to entry. Next up, we have is Costco. I mean, who doesn't like Costco? Like, they have just such a good business model, such a good meaning. I love the company, and their employees and their customers are just super loyal. Next, we have Netflix. I mean, Netflix is just a company I love and use every other day. They just have so much content on their platform. It's incredible. You cannot compare it to any other company. They have a lot of cash on their balance sheet, so they can keep on producing movies. And I really had Netflix on my radar for such a long time. So, my second stock is Trade Desk. They're just a super strong e-commerce play, and I mean like very, very, very dominant. And I think e-commerce is gonna keep on having a steady increase in the next couple of years. It's a very safe bet for me. And my last stock is Tesla. You already know. I mean, I don't even have to do much explaining. They have Elon Musk. Tesla's just such a dominant player in a favorable industry for the upcoming years, and especially with Biden as presidency. So guys, this is my $5,767 portfolio. And basically these are all of my holdings, and as you guys can see, a lot of it's bullish, but I also have some holdings to hedge my portfolio. And I think that's a very smart move because you can never be 100% sure about anything. And just be aware that MUDS W and MUDS are shorter term plays. So, guys, this is my stock portfolio as a teen entrepreneur. I know the total gain is messed up. I'm actually up 48% all the time. It's just that I recently sold a lot of positions like Volkswagen. I was up 40%. I think I sold Nokia up 10%, and a couple of other ones. And I basically just did that because I really wanted to buy these companies because I'm very bullish on these. All of my positions according to it. But yeah, that's pretty much sums up the video. Make sure to like for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe for some content, for some more content, please. And you guys just make sure to stay blessed. Check out my TikTok, Ben_the_investor. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, peace.